Hello and welcome to our presentation. My name is Paul Croto and I'm here with my business partner, Cheryl Morley.
Hello.
We're so excited to be with you here today to explain to you what this Institute of Holistic Health is all about. We started this in the hopes of really helping people change their whole life. So this has been an amazing journey and we're looking forward to sharing this with you here today.
Well, let's start, Paul, with the wheel, okay? And what we like to say here at the Institute of Holistic Health is that we put the W in holistic. So we want to talk to you today about our belief that we can achieve optimal health, all the health that you need to focus on your whole life. And it's not just one piece, but it's 8 different things that we want you to focus on. So we're going to start with physical health. We're going to talk a little bit about mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, career health. Wow. Think about that. Career health, financial health, lifestyle health. Now that's a good one, Paul. That might be my favorite one. Or relationship health. That's another good one. But we're going to talk to you a little bit about each of these. And then we love to say here that you can't heal without the whole wheel.
Yeah, I love that, Cheryl. And we really are going to show you how all these pieces kind of fit together. And if you're missing one, or if one's not as good as the other, you can see how you're not really achieving holistic health in your life. So super excited to move into the first part, which is physical health. I love this saying that self-care is the new healthcare. So we really believe that holistic health coaches are the future of healthcare.
Yeah. And let's, another thing that I like to talk about, Paul, and we talk about, I guess, all the time, is that we need to elevate our physical health. Now, how are we going to do that? There's a number of ways to do it. We're going to talk to you more about food, about supplements, the importance of supplements, water, sleep. How about a little stretching? That's a hard one for me. Stretching is hard. It really is. I love to exercise. Stretching is hard. So exercise is super important too, Paul.
Yeah. And then, of course, recovering after exercise, so we go into the right amount of exercise to do and different recovery techniques that Cheryl and I use ourselves. And we teach other people, like cold plunge and infrared saunas and massage and all kinds of things we go into. And then the last but not least, we talk about reducing toxic load. So what we see is that, people use a lot of chemicals in their house, laundry detergent, cleaning products, skincare products. So we have a huge part in our course about reducing toxic load. We just want to leave you with the thought that healing is easy. If you give the body what it needs, it can do amazing things. So this is a really important part of the wheel, obviously, is your physical health.
Yeah. And let's talk about mental health, Paul. I know that you and I have talked a lot about this. And I think, especially since everything that's happened over the last 3 years, so many different things have happened that has really caused some serious problems with mental health. Yeah.
I mean, you see right here in the screen here, it says 44 million adults alone are experiencing serious mental health conditions, which is super scary.
Yeah. And adults, absolutely. And then I love too that we're going to really discuss about the kids too, because I know that that's another really super important part. And I know that it's really heavy on parents' minds, on grandparents' minds, and just really what's happening with the kids. So Paul, let's talk about thoughts. Talking about what's happening to our kids. I think it's really important to help them understand some of these things that you're going to learn as a holistic health coach in this program, right? And that's going to be able to help your entire family. So we know that thoughts become things, right? So what you think about, you bring about. And Paul, talk to us a little bit about where your thoughts come from, because are they just popping in like out of the blue and we have no control over that?
Absolutely not. Of course, it's what we're tuning into on TV or social media, friends we're hanging out with, all those things. There's dozens and dozens of things that are always coming at us, with different thoughts about this and that, and advertising, commercials and things. So we really got to watch where our thoughts come from, because as we teach in the course, our thoughts become our beliefs, which alter our emotions, which alter how much action we take in life, which affects how much or the type of results that we get. And really, Cheryl, the real gap in life is between your current results, where you are now, and your potential. So one thing that Cheryl and I are super, super passionate about is helping people reach their true potential by getting these thoughts in place and getting the rest of these things in place. So we teach all that in the course to really get this mental health thing at a level 10.
Yeah, and I know a great place to get those good thoughts every single day is our podcast. You can get that at elevateyourlife.com. And I love it, Paul, because we have had the opportunity and really the blessing in our lives to be able to share a lot of positive things. And I think like twice a week we've been doing that for quite some time now.
Yeah.
And so it's a great place to go and at least start your positive thinking and your positive thoughts to go in there with the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. So go to elevateyourlife.com. We spell elevate a little bit weird with an 8 at the end, obviously.
That's not weird. That's not weird. That's the way you do it.
It's the way it's supposed to be. The reason for the 8 is because there's 8 different pieces to the puzzle, the holistic health puzzle. So we talk about those 8 puzzle pieces throughout all of our podcasts.
Yes.
Now, spiritual health, Cheryl. So I love this saying that health is not just the absence of disease, but a wholeness. And it gets back to that W, wholeness, that involves physical, mental, and spiritual well-being.
Yeah, it's all of those. And if you guys can just look at the wheel real quick and just see how they're all connected, right? So physical, mental, spiritual. And look, if something's out of place, like we've been talking a little bit about, then it's going to cause something else to be out of place and something else to kind of be out of balance. So I love, Paul, that we can talk about these things and really find out where it is we're struggling and find out how we can fix those things and do that right here at the Institute of Holistic Health. I'm loving that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's talk about our number one scripture that I love. I love this quote. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Right. And so that just remembering that, I love it when we say it's all things, not just some things, not just the things you choose, but it's literally all things. And so to do that, we want to really work. I mean, become aware and really work on our spiritual health. And you can do that by staying connected to a higher power. We love to write in a gratitude journal. Of course, spending time in the scriptures, reading, and then also, Paul, something that I think is so important that we really need to do these days especially is that prayer. Prayer is just so important for all of us.
Oh, it absolutely is. And Cheryl, one thing that I love doing, and I know you love doing too, and we have all of our clients and coaches doing it, is meditation. Something that's really changed my life. It's something I spend 30 minutes a day on, and I just, get back to center. I think that's just a critical part of health and overall, wellness. So I'm super excited about our teachings on meditation. We have a great section on that.
Yeah, I just love that. Well, Paul, talking about meditation, let's continue on to emotional health because this is so important. So ask yourself this question: what or who determines the emotions you feel? Well, I can think of all sorts of things that determine the emotions I feel, Paul. Like the person in front of me driving 15 miles an hour in a 45. That person is causing me to have some serious emotions, okay?
No, they're not, Cheryl.
Listen, I want to keep believing that, okay? No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what everyone believes. But they always say, well, Joe made me mad, or, Susan did that, whatever. But so people are blaming other things or people that they're feeling a certain way. So the whole point of our teachings in the Institute of Wholistic Health is to teach people that you are in control of your emotions. You decided to give a certain meaning to what just happened, to that car driving, in front of you. Maybe that person has a problem, or something important going on.
I gave a meaning to it, Paul. They're going too slow for the speed limit. That's dangerous. I'm trying to be helpful to my community.
Yes, absolutely. We are good at teaching people how to change meanings of things that are happening in their lives, and really how to really grab a hold of this emotional health part here. And we believe that we really help people work on this physical, mental, and spiritual. These three things, this triad here, are really the key. And what I found in myself and with other people, all the clients I work with, is that when you get these three right, it's easier to get your emotional health right, because you're feeling good. You got your health good. You got good thoughts mentally. You're in a good place, and spiritually, you're in a good place. So you end up being in a good place emotionally. And one of the charts that we teach in the course is this one here you're looking at. And I love asking the question, what emotions are you filled with? So, are you filled with anger or stress or frustration, or are you filled with love, joy, and peace? It's really as simple as making a decision. So we help you really master this area of life. And Cheryl, I love the quote that says, the quality of your life is the quality of where you live emotionally. So we all have a physical home. I live in New York. Cheryl lives in Virginia. But we have an emotional home too. So we teach that in the course and how to change that in 1 second.
Well, and I just love to even become aware of where each of us are, and especially myself, where I am emotionally. It's so important. And Paul, we know that, something that can really jack your emotional health up quite a lot would be your career health.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And I think it's so crazy that 85% of people hate their jobs. Are you kidding me? And I have to say, Paul, before I was here at the Institute, I will tell you this, that working at Taco Bell, I did not feel these 8 things. I didn't feel like I was being fulfilled in any of those. Now I love tacos, so that's okay. When I was, I do like tacos.
You got free tacos, so
I did get free tacos. But there's 8 different things that people need to feel at their job, to love their job and love their career, and living on purpose, making an impact, contributing, growing. My goodness, of course, growth is so important. And then feeling significant.
Yeah.
Feeling significant. And then successful, of course, right? Successful, fulfilled, and then of course, Paul, joy and excitement. And I like that. That might be my favorite one, the excitement part, the fun, exciting, and,
Yep. This was a Gallup survey that was done and study. And that they not only came up with this stat of 85%, but also these 8 things. So as you can see, if your career health is bad, if like you hate your job, and which 85% people do, it affects so many things. Like Cheryl mentioned, your emotional health. It affects your relationships. If you go home and take how many people come home and take their work with them, of course, and then that translates into physical health problems, from all the stress that's happening, mental health problems, spiritual health problems. So it really translates into a lot of bad things in life if you don't have that right. Then there's your career, but then there's another section we like to talk about, which is your financial health. This is, now we're talking about your actually income, your bills, your debt, all these things here on the screen. And Cheryl, we both know how many people, when they suffer from financial health, they're in debt, they're just not doing well financially. This wreaks havoc on all other 7 pieces.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There is no way that if you are struggling with your finances, I mean, you're like in survival mode.
Yeah.
It's like everything else. I remember, I've been in this situation more than once in my life, right? And everything else goes out the window. All these other things you can't even focus on because you're so concerned about everything else, to survive, right? You're just trying to survive. And I'm seeing that, Paul, more and more and more now, that people are just struggling. I mean, it just breaks your heart, right? And so I think it's so important to get that financial health right. Really start thinking about the different things that you need to do. And I love that we go into this, we train on it, we talk about it, and really focus on, yes, of course, all 8 of these things, but we really focus on the financial part, which I think is so important.
It really is, Cheryl, since number 8 is your favorite, which is having fun.
Yes.
So talk to us about lifestyle.
Listen, lifestyle is where it's at, right? So, and I when I started thinking about this, it's all about what would be a perfect life for you, right? When I was back in the day, I couldn't even figure out what a perfect life was because I didn't know hardly anything. There wasn't a lot of social media and things like that, where we see like awesome things and really can start dreaming big. I think now it's been so much easier because of social media, because of things like that, that I've been able to like just dream so much bigger. So super important. I love talking about stuff. Time freedom is super important. You get to set your daily schedule. Self-care. I know, Paul, you've got to have time to, meditate
Yeah.
and to exercise
Yeah.
and to do all those things, right? And then, of course, massages, day spas, all of those things, vacations. If you want an extra home, like a vacation home, right? A new car. I love all of those things. And something, Paul, that's so important is that time with family and friends, right? Because if you're in survival mode, there isn't a lot of time, like I said, for anything else. And I think the first thing that goes is time with your family and friends, because you're just too busy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's also, time to do things you want to do. What kind of hobbies, if you had more time, what would you do? Would you go fishing? Would you, I love to golf. I know, Shell, you like to play tennis, hang out at the pool with, with your family, as you mentioned. It's really just about quality of life. And again, Cheryl and I are so passionate about contributing to people's lives and helping people improve their lives. And we're just we feel so touched that we were able to help thousands and thousands of people improve their physical health, their mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, their career. Becoming health coaches is the best career move you can make. I promise you that, which makes your financial life incredible. And we just like having a lot of fun. So we've helped thousands and thousands of people take their lifestyle health from zero, which is where most people are at. We mentioned free time to people. They're like, what is that? They don't even know what that means. So we really, I feel so great that we were able to help so many people with these 7 things, but that's not it. The next thing is, well, let's continue on a little bit with the financial health here and how we help people get this lifestyle health lifestyle health. So being an employee, you're trading time for money. That's a problem, because that if you're not working, you're not making money. Same thing with being in the S quadrant. So what happens is people, they decide, well, I'm not gonna be an employee anymore. I'm gonna open my own business. And now they're, instead of working 40 hours a week, they're working 80 hours a week. And again, if they're not, in the office or not, if you're a lawyer, you're not in the courtroom. If you're a doctor, you're not, doing with a client or doing surgery, you're not making money. And this really goes back to this great book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which I highly recommend everyone read. And he explains how his poor dad, taught him, go to school, go to college, get a good job, or open a small business. But his rich dad told him be on the right side of this quadrant, which is being a business owner, owning your own system, having leverage in your life, which is really where Cheryl and I have focused all of our energy for the past 30 years on living in this quadrant. And I can tell you, personally, it's the greatest place in the world to live. Plus, you have extra money to invest and have money work for you. So that is why we are able to create such amazing lifestyle health in our lives.
Yeah, B is the quadrant where you stop trading time for money. And it's where you get to work as a team, right? So it's a system that's in place that all of you follow. So let's talk a little bit about becoming a health coach here at IWH, right? The Institute of Holistic Health. And we want to talk a little bit about the B quadrant. Paul said that that's where we've been. And that's exactly what becoming a holistic health coach can do for you. And so, you're going to become a professional certified health coach. I mean, that is fantastic. That's like, we talked a little bit, that's where we're going, right? That's the future of healthcare, is a holistic health coach. You have instant credibility, right? You are credible. Your self-confidence skyrockets, right? And yes, it's self-confidence in you, but I think it's also that other people have confidence in you now. You have it in yourself, other people have it in you. This is a complete comprehensive course, everything done online. We have ongoing business training. That makes us a little different, Paul, from what I've seen out there. We don't say, oh, here's your certification. Bye, see ya, love ya, have a good life. We like hold your hand and help you and really get to know you and learn what your goals and the things that you want to accomplish are. And then we're there every single step of the way with you, right? There's unlimited income potential. Now, that's probably one of my favorites, Paul. It's something that you cannot even comprehend when you're trading time for money. You
Yeah.
can't comprehend that because that's not there, right? Because you only have so much time in a day. So unlimited income potential is something that's fantastic. Also, your feeling of contribution. I know, Paul, that this is probably one of my favorites, is just the feeling of contribution that we've been actually blessed to be able to feel that every single day. And we want other people to feel that. We think it's one of the foundational um, feelings that each of us want in our lives. Work where you want. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Or when you want. They have them called, what do they call, like, no, they're called something nomads, like technical nomads or entrepreneurial nomads.
Oh,
And they have actual hotels that you can go to. And those are all people that can work where they want and when they want. So they're all together, and they're all entrepreneurs. It's kind of awesome. But anyway, I don't even know where I came up with that, but that's kind of cool. I just thought of that. And then you can go at your own pace, so you can go as fast as you want. Or if you're a busy mom, I don't know anything about that, but if you are, then you're able to kind of just like carve out the time that you can every day to continue on to become a holistic health coach. And then, of course, Paul, my favorite, be your own boss.
yeah.
There's nothing better than that.
I found that I don't work well with a boss.
No, I don't want someone telling me what to do, Paul.
Yeah, most people don't like that. So one of the most special days, actually 4 days a year that this happens, is we have graduation. So we have graduation every quarter. And I just love hearing people talk about how great they feel after they finish this course because of how much they've grown. They've learned so much, and they just feel like this was such a great value for them. And they're just so excited now to go implement all of this, not only in their own lives, but in the lives of thousands of other people. So there's just so much to be gained from becoming a certified holistic health coach. One of the great things about starting your own business and becoming a health coach is that you now get to take advantage of these home business tax advantages. So there's really two tax ways of doing tax in the country. There's people who are employees, and there's people who own businesses. And I know people who are employees, they always complain about these business owners that they get to write off all these things. Well, instead of complaining about it, you just become one of them, and you can do that too. So we have an entire course at homebusinesstaxcourse.com you can take. And there's also an affiliate program with that. We teach you everything. We're actually not us, but there's a certified accountant that does all of that. And this is one of the greatest things, Cheryl, if that benefits from owning your own business.
Oh, I love it. I can sum it up like this, Paul. Pay the least amount of taxes legally possible. Okay, that's it. That line right there, like, drop the mic.
Yeah, the government tends to waste a lot of money, so I love that too.
Yep, so good. So there are 5 ways to make money with the IWH, which is really exciting to me, Paul, because there's so many things out there these days, and just to be able to work in a company and have your business where you can make money 5 different ways is super exciting to me. You can make money as a coach hourly. And we do here at the IWH have an affiliate program, which is super awesome. And I know you're going to talk to us a little bit more about that, Paul. Also, residual income from sales. And let me tell you, residual income is where it's at. And I love my daughter's. I was asking my daughter, she's 15, but I asked her when she was like 12, I said, Angelica, do you know what residual income is? And she goes, oh yeah, Mom, that's when you sit on the couch and your money comes no matter what. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, I love the way kids explain things. So I love that. So residual income is super important. That's from the supplement sales. And that's kind of exciting too, Paul, that we're able to recommend supplements.
Yeah.
That's awesome to people. And then also residual income from team sales. It's another wonderful way to make money here. And then, of course, the tax course affiliate program that you just spoke about.
Yeah, all those are so wonderful. So the last piece of the wheel here, Cheryl, is relationship health. And we all have this need for love and connection in our lives, but the time we spend with our spouse, our family, our friends, and the connections we have with them always aren't that great. So we really have a big part of our curriculum that goes over this section here and how to make all these relationships in your life really work. Because the most important things in life are the connections we make with others. So we spend a lot of time on this section because I think this is where it's at, Cheryl. I know being around great people and having great relationships. I love hanging out with you and everyone at the Institute. It's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, well, and you just said it, Paul. That's wonderful. And one thing we can be sure, and I know you said sometimes these relationships are hard. And the thing is, I think, is that if you're struggling in any of the areas, in any 8 of the areas on the wheel, then I do believe that the relationships that you have, sometimes it takes a toll there. It takes a toll in the relationship area because it's kind of what you think about last as you're trying to focus on everything else. But one thing that I love here, Paul, at the Institute of Holistic Health is our community. And I can honestly say that that is one of my favorite parts about the Institute. Usually, what I've found is that when you finish some of the other courses, some of the other coaching courses, then that's it. You're done. See you later. Bye bye. But here we have really created this wonderful holistic health community where everybody is on the same path. Everybody has the same um, goals as far as contribution and growth. And it just really makes for a wonderful place to live your life.
Yeah, everyone's so friendly and everyone wants to help each other. So it's just the best culture or environment to be in. So I love that so much too, Cheryl. So there's 3 ways you can be part of the Institute of Holistic Health.
Wow, and here we go. Let's start with number 1, client. So like Paul said, 3 ways. The first one is you can just be a client. Let's just say you want to get healthy, right? So a client, we have a 15-minute free consultation with your certified health coach, right? So you have a certified health coach that you're going to work with, and they're going to get you a baseline health score. And they're going to do that with you're going to take a health evaluation, right? And so that's going to give you a baseline health score. And then after you do that, then you're going to have a personalized health plan. So your coach is going to work with you, get you your personalized health plan. You also get access to our private Facebook health group. It's awesome. Tons of questions are answered there. I think we've got some recipes and stuff in there that are really nice. And then we also you get a monthly follow-up with your health coach. So your health coach will have you retake the health evaluation, make sure that your health score is going up and that you're just getting healthier and healthier.
Yeah, we've helped tens of thousands of people, clients, raise their health score. And that is just so fantastic. So that's the first way you can be involved in IWH. The second way is to actually become a coach. So we put together this great offer for all of you that want to become a coach. You'll have access to the whole course. And if you go out there and look at the other courses out there, you'll see that they're $8,000, $10,000, $15,000. I mean, they're extremely expensive. You'll receive your certificate when you graduate, of course. We have like the great affiliate program that Cheryl was talking about earlier, that you get $500 for every health coach you enroll into the course. You get access to our patented health evaluation system that Cheryl mentioned, lifetime access to our Facebook group, which is the community and where we all meet, lifetime access to our weekly coaches call that Cheryl mentioned. These are invaluable. We really help you every single week build your health coaching business. We don't just leave you, like Cheryl said, we help you every step of the way until you're ultra successful. We also, you're going to have the ability to use all those tax benefits I was talking about earlier. And Cheryl and I just happen to love to go on elite retreats and take all the top coaches with us. And we have trips planned coming up, incentive trips. So all of that is included in the program. That's over $30,000 of value for over $3,000. For just for only $3,000, I should say. Now that would be a great deal. But what we've decided to do here is, for a limited time, if you use the code SAVE50, you're going to receive 50% off of that right now and have access to all these benefits for only $14.99. So that is the deal of the century there. For all the information you get and the ability to start your own business, any other way would cost you $15,000 to $30,000 to get going. But you're in business, running your own business, health coaching business for $14.99 for unlimited training moving forward. So that's just the one-time fee. But so enrollment for the current semester is now open. We only accept a certain amount of people per semester. So, and it's filling up fast. So please get involved today or contact the person who invited you here. They'll be able to get you started, or just go to iwhcoach.com to find out more information.
Awesome. So we have a client. You can pick client, or you can pick health coach. They're both awesome. But let me tell you about the third way. Now, this is super exciting, Paul. And this is where you can own a franchise. You can own an IWH franchise. And right now, at this moment, we are keeping everything really low, and you can own that franchise for $24.99. And that's not $24,000. And let me tell you, it's crazy that it's $24.99, right? $2,499. But you guys, I want you to think about this. And we call this also, Paul, we call this a CEO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So instead of you just being a health coach, you are out simply looking for health coaches. You want a team of health coaches. And I mean, I love that, because that's what you and I have done, Paul. And what it's helped us most with, I think, is the ability to help more people.
Yeah.
So I love that. And think about this, you guys. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to help build theirs. And that is 1000% true. Okay, so let's talk about what you're going to get with your franchise. You're going to get the IWH certification, right? So you're going to get everything Paul just talked about. You're going to get that. Not only that, you're going to get access to the IWH CEO business training. Now, that is just a whole step, head, and everything above everything that we've talked about. You're also going to get $500 of the best premier health products anywhere. And let me tell you, Paul and I have researched that like there's no tomorrow, because we wanted to make sure, that we are really working with those great health products. Leadership training, we have found that this is super important. And I never used to think it was. I thought you were born a leader or not, but leadership training, super important. Advanced skills training, advanced mindset training. Can you imagine? Think about that. Do you know any place else where you're going to get advanced mindset training? I don't think so, because I've never even heard anybody even really talk about that in other corporations. So CEO retreats, we talked to you about how we love retreats. We do. And just because I think it brings all of us so much closer together. Mastermind group, that is where it's at, Paul. And then, of course, 100%. Oh, this whole thing is 100% tax deductible, which is fantastic. And then, of course, my favorite, Paul, the ability to live the life that you really want to live.
Yeah, this is just an incredible, opportunity for people want to get involved in other franchises. It's $1 million, to be in a McDonald's franchise or any type of other franchise out there. And we really believe that the healthcare industry is the biggest industry out there. And we truly believe that holistic health coaches are the future of healthcare. So you're positioning yourself in the best possible industry right now. So the timing is everything right now for this. And, the amount of money that our franchise owners, our CEOs have made is just absolutely incredible. So this is a great thing to take advantage of. But so we have these free programs involved here, where we have free product program that you can earn your products for free. You can get a free course, so you can do the math. The course is $1,500. If you get 3 people to enroll with you, you will receive $1,500. So basically paying for it. We have a free car program, so we give people cars, money to pay for any car that they want. And again, the free vacation program that's included in everything that we all incentive programs that we put together to just enhance the experience even more.
Yeah. Who doesn't like a little free, Paul? That's the way I like to say it. So you have to just think to yourself, what do I want? Do I want a job? Do I want a career? Or do I want a mission? So a job is just exchanging time for money. We've talked about that. A career is something that makes your life better. Absolutely. But a mission is something so much more. And that makes other lives better, right? It's being part of something that's so much bigger than you. And it's about contributing to other people's lives. Now, Paul and I are on a mission here at the IWH to help 1 million people achieve holistic health. And we can't do it by ourselves. We absolutely cannot. And so we really do need your help.
We do, Cheryl. And so all you have to do now is just get back to the person that invited you to this presentation and let them know if you are an A, B, or C. A, I want to achieve optimal health. So you don't feel like your health is where it needs to be. You want to be a client. You'll have a, the person that invited you here will become your holistic health coach and help you through the whole thing and get your health score up and fix any health problems that you have. Doesn't matter what it is, they can help you fix it. Or you could be a coach, which we hope a lot of people will choose. You want to become a certified holistic health coach so you can help yourself, your family, and just make the whole world become healthier. Or last but not least, tell the person that invited you here that you're a C, you're a CEO. I want to run my own holistic franchise and really achieve financial freedom in my life and develop holistic health coaches in my business. So super simple, Cheryl, we love everyone, whether you're an A, B, or C. We just are super excited about having you come on board and be part of our Institute of Holistic Health family.